Following from the teaser, Dragons of the Nine Realms, ooh, fancy. It's interesting to see where the Dragon franchise is heading in, because a big corporate isn't going to make a successful IP die. I may jump from topic to topic a bit. It's really hard to sort of write this down in a coherent way and make seamless transitions. I'm not that good at writing. It's clear that DreamWorks wants to take this series in a whole new direction, not to tamper with Hiccup's timeline and avoid upsetting the fan base. Something I don't really think has been seen before. I can't tell if it's a smart move for the franchise to unfold in the modern era, as I still believe there is plenty to explore in the normal timeline, other minor characters, backstories or near future events, or perhaps other parts of the world, how they deal with the dragon crisis, with unique culture and traditions. We do see other warlords in the franchise, so it's a possibility. But moving into modern times feels a bit plain for the Dragon IP. I'm getting reminders of Camp Cretaceous in terms of the art style. Bear in mind, I do like Camp Cretaceous. Apparently one of the writers from Race to the Edge is the showrunner for this show, so it has the potential to be good. And also they've showrunned a few other shows on Netflix, I think She-Ra or whatever. I haven't seen it. I might do. I've heard it is good. It worries me hearing the group of misfit kids, as that could just lead to characters that are just so boring and cliche, you know, stuff that we've seen a million times before. I swear every kid group in children medias are misfits. I'm probably guessing one main dude, one girl dude. A fat or comedically dumb. Minority, either LGBTQ+, or more likely ethnically. Of course I have no problems with minorities, my main point is that I just don't want the character just to be characterised as just that one archetype. But, you know, there's much more to people other than race, gender identity and sexuality. But I'm getting ahead of myself. We're just going to have to wait and see what this group of misfits are like. So the group of scientists is studying a miles-deep fissure in the Earth's surface, which is a clear link to the hidden world. And the phenomenon is dragons being released into the world. Ba-ba-ba. Or magic linking to the Nine Realms, which I really hope is not that. Indominus said perhaps the Nine Realms were 9 areas of the hidden world, and I quite like that idea. Initially, I'm not the biggest fan of the dragon designs, as they're like an awkward middle evolution between Rescue Riders and How to Train Dragon. I'll have to see them more clearly and more designs to make a full opinion. Is it me or does DreamWorks like following fanfic pages? First the Light Fury, and now essentially nothing, riding the Nightlight. Write your own fanfic, because one day, who knows, your ideas may end up in the How to Train Dragon franchise. But honestly, if you want to write your own fanfic, you should. It's a good way to build up writing skills. And it's always fun to share creative work, especially if you're really passionate about it. This series is sort of the make or break for the franchise. If it does well, then it'll act like Dean. I can never like De Blouse. I've heard it's to be pronounced De Blouse. I don't know. I just call him Dean. I feel like Dean wanted a sequel to the original trilogy, like Star Wars. He has drawn parallels to How to Train Dragon and Star Wars. He said he's always wanted to like write something like that. However, there's the original trilogy, then there's like a prequel or sequels or trilogy or something like that. My guessing is if this does do well, that perhaps we'll get more films, maybe a trilogy in the future following this new cast. But I've never really seen a TV show go to a film, if that makes sense, because it tends to be the film, then the TV shows, and then the films like half ignore the TV shows a bit, or there's like a missing link in a way, if you get what I mean. But from that, will there actually be a How to Train Dragon 4? That is still up to debate. I think Dean is busy at the moment.
What's next? I'm working on a few things. So one of them is I'm currently writing to direct Micronauts for Paramount and Hasbro, and I'm working on Treasure Island, which is a fun adaptation, and that's over at Universal with Mandeville. And also I just set up a project called Storybook Ending, which is a hybrid project that I developed with Bill Teitler.
A bit of a larger point, there's something that could impact the success of this show, where it's being streamed. Who actually owns Hulu? Oh hey look, they have the D'Amelio show. Oh boy! And Peacock, which is owned by Universal, so basically another Disney Plus. This is part of a larger topic with like too many streaming services and the majority of people not even being able to afford most of them. Bruh, but why is it not on Netflix? Race to the Edge is on Netflix. And Rescue Riders. Well, I know why. Universal wants more profits. Going on Google, typing in the search bar. KISS Cartoon Sub. Ad block on. No titties, please. Well, I think everyone is skeptical, but I could really see the potential it has. Personally, for me, I think it's a shame they couldn't explore like the Viking world a bit more, because I think that's more interesting compared to the modern world. But perhaps we'll see more of the hidden world, which would be very interesting. I don't know, it sort of just feels a bit weird. I can't really put my finger on it. Like, just sort of like Rescue Riders, the Dragons and Nine Realms doesn't really feel a part of the How to Train Your Dragon franchise. It just feels like another like IP just called Dragons, with just heavy similarities to the original one. But just sort of a disclaimer, none of my opinions are concrete yet. I'm withholding majority of my judgments until obviously I watch the show. These are just my initial reactions, my initial thoughts, and they are very much subject to change. But when I do watch it, it will be with a close eye. A dragon eye! Dragons, the Nine Realms, have a lot to live up to. Subscribe, TTFN. Ta-ta for now.